what are the top three AI apps you like to use outside of ChatGPT and Midjourney? And this is for everybody, anybody that wants to just chime in. Or it doesn't have to be three, just any apps that you like to use outside of the ones that people may have already been familiar with.
There's one called Descript I like to use.
Okay.
Descript goes in and it can automatically transcript all of your videos. It can take out words, right? It can suggest mood, language, things of that nature. So I like to teach my students on how to write books, and I always encourage them to speak their book out and then have it transcribed. And so Descript is a great one for anybody who does content because it also allows you to be able to search your content and go back when you talked about certain things. So you can just type in keywords so you would know exactly when you talked about stuff by having everything scripted out. So every time we do an episode, we get everything scripted out immediately right afterwards. And then we create a database. So therefore, let's say, I want to know when I talked about, I don't know, Eminem. I type it in and then Eminem, the timestamp will pop up which episode exactly which time. So Descript is a great one for all content creators. And then it's just also another way to save your content to where it's not just on YouTube. Now you have files of everything, right? I also like Runway.ai. It's a really
Oh, it's
great one,
fire.
and they got version one out now, but they're working on version two, which is going to come with text to video, right? So you can imagine that now you can just type in ideas and scenes on your phone. I mean, on your computer, and then it automatically starts to generate that. And it does it by using multimodal. So multimodal is using multiple different AIs together. So imagine using ChatGPT with Midjourney, right, with
Hmm.
video. So now you'll use ChatGPT to write the script, right? Midjourney will create the poster, but they're all talking to each other, and then it'll also put it into a video, right? So right now, as far as the video, it's not the greatest, but this technology is moving faster and faster because AI is constantly making itself better. So when Runway came out, or when Midjourney came out, the pictures were super abstract and you couldn't get even the eyes right. And now it's crystal clear, and we see the Pope going viral with the puff jacket on. You understand me? And Trump getting
Which was
attacked. So
fire.
yes, this AI is moving very fast. There's another one called Video.ai.
That's one of my favorites. I have.
Video.ai, yeah, allows you to go in there, automatically edit your videos. So like, and what you have to remember about all these AIs, look at all of these as beta tests, and as people use them more, right, and the processing power behind it gets better, they're going to be perfect at one point in time. If you want a site that really has all the AIs, go to the warehouse.ai. It's a constant updated to where you can look at the top ranked ones all the way to the bottom. So if you want a cheat code as far as staying up to date with all the new AI softwares that's out, go to the warehouse.ai. That's the Thanos
Key,
of our sites.
that was the Thanos right there. So this week, McDonald's had their first autonomous store, the first fully autonomous store, and we've seen a bunch of industries being taken over or having AI incorporated. Can you give people maybe two reasons why they should incorporate it into their functionality and their brand strategy going forward?
Well, I would say number one, because everybody's going to do it, first of all. And if you want to have an advantage over competition, right, you got to do best practices. And so AI is now one of the best practices that people are going to be utilizing to increase efficiency and effectiveness inside of their business, right? So you definitely don't want to be late to the party. It's like when social media came out and a lot of people was refusing to use, right, social media to run their businesses. They was like, no, I'm just going to do the in person. And we see those stores get swept away. And a lot of people were killing it on the e-commerce side. So anytime you
Yeah.
got a new technology, especially one like this, is not just a new technology. First of all, AI, the reason why AI was able to have the fastest rate of downloads and users than any other platform in history is because AI is the first technology that has been marketed 50 years in advance before it come out to the general public.
Yeah.
So everybody was already primed with all of these ideas in ways that AI could possibly go very wrong or things that AI can possibly do good. So it's a familiar technology because it's been embedded into pop culture, into science, right? Into philosophy, into all of these different things. So AI is not one of those technologies that's just like blockchain or cryptocurrency or none of those things. The world has been very familiar with AI. There's really not much to think about when it comes to it. It's a machine that can possibly do things smarter than human beings. That's the simple general intelligence of what AI is, right? So you want to make sure you're using the best practices. Another reason, because it allows you to, I look at AI as a wealth transfer in a sense, right?
Absolutely.
If you can have the smartest person in the world work for you, right? And you can possibly get them to work for you for free or for very low cost labor, wouldn't you? Right? Not only that, they don't complain, they don't procrastinate. You know what I'm
Don't get
saying?
sick.
It's cheap labor. They don't get sick, right? And they're going to work harder than you possibly. And for entrepreneurs, it's hard to find people that's going to work as hard as them or harder than you, right? And so it's going to increase the competitive abilities of, from first, I would say like smaller businesses compete with top line businesses when it comes to their output and marketing and branding, and also, you know, idea generation. Like this is a generation, the most important thing for us to do is to have the ability to think and be creative. You no longer have to be the one who knows how to code, because if you need a coder, instead of paying somebody tens of thousands of dollars, you can learn the basic information about coding and how to take the code from ChatGPT 4 as it gets better and then build you out a website from that or create a plugin from that or whatever it may be. So that lets me know that the most important thing right now is creativity and ideas. There's a lot of people that have access to ChatGPT, but they don't know what to do with it, right? Because we're used to being told what to do. So the first jobs that will go are the jobs that are rules heavy, right? Like, because you can teach. So if it's like, you know, let's say somebody who does taxes follow certain rules, right? So they can teach the AI those rules instantly, and therefore the AI can be better than any tax preparer ever in history, right? So those are the jobs that's going to go away the fastest.
Yeah, and I'll say this too, in this trade war that we're in, whoever wins the AI race will win the war.
Oh, you want to get
we
into
have
that?
we might as well start.
Quantum supremacy?
My graduates from my school being Forbes, bag drop.
Bag drop.
A mic drop, bag drop.
Bag drop.